that's gonna have my skin crawling all day. I found not one, but 2 ticks on my luggage this morning. Which doesn't make a whole lot of sense because I was never like in brush. So I would love to know how I picked those up, but also yuck. So yeah, if you see me doing the funky chicken, try to not have ticks. Ugh. Today may end up being a bit of a run for it day. A significant weather system is moving in tomorrow, bringing hail, heavy rain, and potentially tornadoes. So I may not be going anywhere tomorrow, but I also got to see where the hell I'm going to end up today because it could move in early, and I'm moving towards the storm system. So I don't know what's going to happen today. 5.7 miles, Arkansas switchbacks. Wonder what that's gonna be. Beautiful morning at least. 65-ish. Pretty humid, but I mean it's Arkansas. What do you expect? I'd kind of like to see a live armadillo or possum. I mean, they're nocturnal, so the chances of me seeing one out is really small, but I think the last time I saw possums when I was in Louisiana. I don't remember if I ever saw well, yeah, I saw armadillos, but they were usually like at the edge of the road, and you'd just see them like, and they'd be gone. Hi guys, you're okay, you're okay. Hey, that's not nice. I'm nice, why can't you be nice? Yeah, people kind of forget that the western part of Arkansas has some pretty good rocky features to it, you know. It's not mountains, but they're more than hills. Surprised these are even noted on the map. I mean, half of the turns in North Carolina were tighter, including the off-road stuff. Okay. The Arkansas switchbacks. There may be a road closure. Apparently there's been a sign on the road for years that the road's closed 5 miles ahead or whatever, and they just haven't taken the sign down. But now apparently maybe there's a tree down. Oh yeah, let's talk about, okay, so Sam Carrero, he created the TAT 20 something years ago using paper maps. He traced out a path and then rode it across the country. He created the route and then basically started selling it, selling maps, selling roll charts. Like that's how you originally did it, was a roll chart that had your turns and your mileage on it. GPS Kevin has a really controversial place in adventure motorcycling because he hasn't generated any of his own routes. Sometime in probably 2010s-ish, he took an old GPS file from Sam's tracks and modified a couple of small bits of it, added what he thought were some harder routes, some information on some easier workarounds and stuff, and began selling that as the TAT. Selling maps, selling GPS files, the whole deal. It is literally stolen intellectual property from the route that Sam created. Right, wrong, or indifferent, whatever complaints you have about the TAT, whatever, GPS Kevin has never ridden it. He's gotten advice from people on things that didn't work and whatever, but like it doesn't work in a lot of areas. It goes through private property. They've had complaints from people. People have put up gates. People have had confrontations with guns on GPS Kevin's route because he's cutting people through like folks' backyards. That's the main reason why GPS Kevin is so controversial. His other routes are not his, but they weren't routes that people were selling. So like the Continental Divide route, GPS Kevin did not create that route. That route was created as a copy of the Great Divide mountain bike route that mountain bikers race every year. And a guy on an ADV rider named Cannon Shot and another guy named Big Dog loosely followed that and kind of created their own versions of it and stuff. And GPS Kevin just ripped off their GPS files and began selling it. You can't really say that it was their route because Cannon Shot and Big Dog followed other GPS files and other routes that already existed, and they weren't selling those GPS files. Cannon Shot's GPS files for the Great Divide route are still available free online. You can get them easily. You don't have to buy GPS Kevin's Continental Divide route. There's no reason to. When I created my Hardway route, I had Cannon Shot's tracks, I had Big Dog's tracks, I had some of GPS Kevin's tracks, and I also had tracks from a guy in New Mexico who had tried to follow the Continental Divide as closely as possible on a dirt bike, which is why my Continental Divide hard route GPS files are available for free on my link tree. Like you can download them, whatever. But the point is, now GPS Kevin did actually ride the Continental Divide. He did a guided tour. You know, they did certain things. So like his regular Continental Divide route, which is the Cannon Shot copy, works. He created something a couple of years later called the International Continental Divide. That shit doesn't work at all. A couple of the areas I was in New Mexico and a couple of the areas I was in Colorado, I ended up on those tracks just because those are the only roads that go through there. Basically, all of my turnarounds on that route or locked gates that I hit were on his tracks. He has a backcountry adventure loop, or I don't actually remember what he calls them, but they're literally just the BDR, like the Colorado Adventure Loop or something like that, is the middle probably 5 sections of the Colorado BDR, along with a loop that goes back down towards like Grand Junction and stuff. Maybe works. I have no idea. I'd have to look at it closer, but he created that on a computer after copying the BDR tracks and now sells that. I don't like him. I don't like the business model. You know, he is ripping off other people's intellectual property and hard work and selling GPS tracks that are, for the most part, available for free online. The BDRs are free. The Continental Divide tracks are free. You know, the only example of it that I know of where he's just straight up ripped off somebody's work is the Tat and Sam. Like, he shouldn't be selling those tracks because that's Sam's property. He created this route. I got my GPS files from Sam. I paid for them. That's why you will pretty much never hear me refer to anything GPS Kevin related in a positive light. I've never really experienced one of his routes that work. That's going to be my rant on that. You know, I've had issues with this route. I'm not a huge fan of the way Sam put these together. If I was following GPS Kevin's, it'd probably be worse. Don't support theft. Don't support the theft of intellectual property. Don't support the theft of other people's hard work. I will never charge for my GPS tracks, but I will also never give out other people's GPS tracks that they are working on. Like, I'm not going to give somebody the Tat tracks because, you know, it's not my property. Just a little turtle. Just a little turtle. Can I pick you up and not have you bite me? I'm just gonna move you, okay? Don't bite me, please. There you go. There you go, little guy. Alright, bye, little turtle. Weather's been perfect, so if it stays like this, I'm just gonna keep pushing to see how far I can get so that I don't get slammed tomorrow. Yeah, there you go. There's Oklahoma for you. That's really pretty. Wow. Just verdant green. Alright, this is the one where supposedly there might be a tree down. It has a road closed sign, but apparently that road closed sign has been there for like 3 years, even though the road's not closed. Had lunch at the OARC Cafe. The place was busier than I expected, especially for a Wednesday. It's cool. Oh, butterfly. Where did you go? Alright, well, I think I'm going to make it through. All indications are that it's not blocked, so obviously the other road was, but that's not my route, so I don't care. War Loop Road, okay. So that says dead end, and it says careful here. So we're going to record, just because I don't understand what the deal is. I think this might get a little more technical. Or end at someone's house. Alright, just ducking tree branches. Technical part of Arkansas that I've seen so far. Yeah, okay. We're gonna get a little technical. If this doesn't go through, I'm gonna be pissed, because then I gotta come back up all this. Coming up that wouldn't be fun. Oof. Reminds me of the Northeast BDR. And then it goes right back to normal roads. So that was like a mile of the roughest stuff that's been on the route, and then you just keep right on going. Yeah, going up that would not be a ton of fun at all. Alright, just got gas in Alma, Arkansas. Heading back to the route. Weather update. The weather is supposed to get meh tomorrow and then be bad on Friday. The plan right now is to continue to press tomorrow. If I end up on paved roads tomorrow because of weather, that's not that big of a deal. Yep, gonna keep going, see where I get today, and then see where I get tomorrow. Tomorrow may be a bit of a short day, especially if the weather's just crappy. I'm definitely not going to ride off-road if it is raining, because both Arkansas and Oklahoma get super sketchy if it's muddy. I think what I may have done is I may have kind of gotten under the storm, because a little while ago I got a view to my east and the clouds looked pretty gnarly, so I might have kind of cut underneath it and then it started storming behind me. Recording, got a little water crossing. Looks like it's about the same depth the whole way across, so I'm just gonna go kind of right up the left side here. Yep. Cool. Didn't expect that. Oh god, the washboard has just been out of control. It's the first time I've opened up from the trees in several hours. It's just been tree tunnel the whole time. I love this bike. I really love this bike. Basically 57,000 miles. And it just does it all, man. Maybe? I'm not sure. Oh, guys, come on. You don't gotta chase me. You're fine, buddy. You're fine. Those were livestock guardians. They like to use like Anatoly shepherds and super smart animals. They recognize all the people who are supposed to be there, and they're purely guard animals for livestock. They're not herding animals. Yeah, there's chickens. Okay. They don't herd anything. They don't, they don't do anything except protect the livestock from other stuff. And they do a great job at it. Ooh, that's 6th gear. Let's not do that. Chickens. I gotta look at, is like Tyson's out here? What's in Arkansas that does all the chickens? That's like the 4th chicken farm that I've seen in just today. So like in the last 4 hours I've seen at least 4 chicken farms. And they were separate operations. Oh god. Really, guys? That was like friggin' 9 of them. That's not okay, guys. But yeah, I'll get out here to the border and then just hit Google. Follow that. will see you probably in the hotel room. It's gonna be a rainy day. Today's gonna be a full highway day because I'm probably going to be riding into thunderstorms. I am not going to go very far. I'm just gonna go, it's like 130 miles or something, and probably gonna stay there for 2 nights because tomorrow's supposed to be even worse. I'm gonna get packed up, get all my rain gear on, and we're gonna hit the road, but this is gonna be a wet slog. So I'll see you on the road. So likely won't film too much. It's gonna be a lot of this. I'm not doing interstates and stuff. I'm doing back roads to at least keep it more interesting. So I will check in with you when I have something to update you with. Alright, I'm about 40 miles from where I'm probably gonna call it today. The clouds are very ominous, but I've actually stayed dry so far. I have not gotten rained on. The Tat's actually just over here. Yeah, we're gonna be knocking it off in Bartlesville. Look at that. It's not bad behind me, but it's bad on every other side in front of me. Miss my throttle lock. I miss it. And I'm gonna see whether or not when I get over here, if they will allow me to leave the bike somewhere that is at least hopefully semi-protected from conditions, because it's gonna be interesting. So I'm basically due north of Tulsa. Welcome home for the next 2 nights, and hopefully not a tornado. But we'll find out. Welcome to wonderful Bartlesville. I've been here for a day while I let weather clear and edited footage. It stormed kind of off and on throughout the day, but apparently it's going to start up again pretty much any minute, which is funny because right now outside it's actually pretty beautiful. Tomorrow morning's supposed to be kind of okay, so I'm going to head out and see how far I can get. It does sound like I will not be able to do any off-road. I walked through the grass earlier when I went and got food, and it's just saturated, so dirt ain't happening. I will bury a bike if I try it. So pretty much all of central Oklahoma, Texas, up to Kansas and all that is just going to get slammed. I'm technically actually under a tornado watch right now until 9 p.m., but it's the best it's looked all day, so I'm not too worried about it. Got a ton done. Mostly it was just editing. We will see what tomorrow looks like. I'm going to have the rain gear out, and it's probably going to be another one of those days. So I will see you in the morning, and we will see what Oklahoma has in store.
Eventually.
That's much more comfortable. Good Lord. Somewhat ominous, although honestly it was worse the other day. But yeah, no weather. So I'm just gonna keep going. And if I run into stuff, I run into stuff. I will say this is perfect tornado weather. High winds, high ground temps. You know, as the afternoon develops, it will become significantly more risky. Horses. Oh, hey guys, you're all up against the fence. I wish I had treats for you, but I don't. And it's not a really good idea to feed other people's horses. Oh, bye. Okay. I wasn't gonna do anything to you. Is this a water crossing? Oh, it is. It's a little one, but I I didn't expect that. God, I can't see it at all. Alright, well, we're going there. The reflections off of the water make it so difficult. It's like, could be a foot deep, could be a hole, you know. Good luck. Good news is I have not seen a single lightning strike. And really, I mean, I haven't even had a drop of rain. From my parents because they're watching my tracker, and to my south, I didn't say how far, there was a tornado warning. The good news is I'm heading west at 50 miles an hour and I can see everything to my south. So the only concern would be something to my southwest. But yeah, we're gonna press because I can see the storm, I can see the weather, and if I can get ahead of it, stay ahead of it, I'll be good. It's 75 degrees on the ground. Like, that's the perfect breeding ground for tornadoes. Because you have this warm ground providing updrafts and super strong winds to get stuff spinning. This would be cool to fly the drone, but there's absolutely no way. That sucker'd be in Kansas. Jesus, that's a big boy. I think I'm largely in the clear, so I will check in with you later. Alright, so I briefly bailed, got gas, took a pretty long break because there was a storm cell moving through. I'm now on the road and running west just as fast as I can. I'm going to probably go through another storm cell here shortly. So I'm just going to try and get through this as well as I can. And we'll see you at some point when I figure out what the hell's going on.
20 minutes later.
I am currently running due south just as fast as I can. I'm trying to get around to the south end of this storm. Sorry if you can't hear, it's super windy. But yeah, I'm going to try and kind of get down and loop around the south end of this storm. So I'm just hauling ass south as fast as I can get there to get away from the leading edge of the storm. Okay, I'm coming up on a paved road here. I'm going to turn on it and follow it west, because most of this storm is actually now north of me and moving north quite fast, so that's fine. Yeah, behind me looks friggin' gnarly. I'm just looking at my mirror like, oh. I was seeing lightning to my west when I was still up on the other road. That was not encouraging. So I have not seen anything from this storm cell off to my right. We're just gonna ride like hell. Let's see if I can get around the storm system. Alright, we're making a run for Enid, and then I'm probably calling it for the day. I got nothing but storm cells in front of me. Radar map is just showing a wall, and I'm starting to see lightning all along my horizon, so I'm just shooting south. I'm gonna get into Enid and knock it off for the day. I mean, I made it 150 miles or something, but yeah, the weather is just gnarly right now and super unpredictable. We're gonna get down here and hide.
Tomorrow.
Nice balmy 60 degrees, and the weather's supposed to be a lot nicer today. So yeah, we're gonna get going and get back up towards the route. I'm gonna miss a big section of it, but honestly there was not really much I could do about that. It was significant thunderstorms, tornado warnings popping up here and there. I was under a tornado watch until 10 p.m. or something, and it stormed most of the night. You can see everything's kind of still wet. Alright, we're gonna give this a try. I should discover pretty damn quick whether this is even gonna be an option or not. This is what I'm out here to do. No reason to not at least try. An open range sign back there a little ways, so I do gotta watch the cows going on these hills. Bob's doing his best to make an appearance. He would be greatly appreciated at this point. Still haven't broke 60 degrees. That'll work, number 750. Have a good day. Bye. Got more little ones on the road. Where are you gonna run? Okay. Turn. There you go. Thank you. Two-track. Okay. I'm still on the path. See, this is what's so weird about the TAT. I mean, I have literally been going 50 miles an hour the entire day. And then all of a sudden, it dumps you onto something like this. So I could... Oh, like, that's really sandy. come on. Oh, come on. Nope. Like, really sandy. Yeah, it's cows. They just plow all this up. Is this closed or open? This is open, okay. Just want to make sure. And then it looks like we're gonna widen out and go right back to pretty nice roads. Yep. Welcome to the Tat. Thanks, Sam. Oh, God. Hello, ladies. Oh, Longhorns. Hi. That's a horseshoe. Hold on. It is. You're mine now, buddy. That's cool. All right, another example of thanks, Sam. I'm supposed to go that way across a field. I'll continue up this and see where I end up. This is rutted and loose as hell, so I might be going slow here for a second. Like, forget anything else. It's not a trail. It's not a road anymore. It's nothing. I'm like 27 miles if I just went straight line to Boise City, which is where I'm going to stay tonight. I just had another closed, non-existent road that it wanted me to turn down, so I'm paralleling it. It's off over here. And we're going to reconnect to the route up here. I'm kind of just zigzagging down these farm roads towards Boise City. I'm getting really tired of this. It's kind of nuts. Like, the route doesn't work. The East Coast portions are just awful. They're like, there is no redeeming quality to starting the Tat east of the Mississippi. So far, the problems that I've been having on the route have continued. Like, at least I'm on dirt. 90% on dirt roads. Dude, this is a 70-30 route, like, at best. Let's just be honest about it. And east of the Mississippi, it's like a 90-10 paved route. Hello from the Longhorn Motel in Boise City, Oklahoma. I'm pretty much right at the tip of the panhandle. Not the best place I've stayed in. Definitely have paid more for worse. So I'm not complaining. Got footage downloaded. Working on getting everything charged. I did 350 miles today. So I'll film tomorrow until I get to basically Trinidad. And then it'll just be a highway blast from there up I-25. It'll be a fairly short filming day, but it'll be 250 or 300 miles of riding. We're going to do that and then have about 2 weeks off. Yay. Let's get into Colorado. I'm exactly at 58,000 miles. Alright, heated grips on. It's like 45 degrees. Welcome to New Mexico / Colorado. Gonna be a lot more wear in my mid layer. It snowed in Denver 2 days ago. So, yeah. This is actually paved for now. Alright, I'm just gonna listen to music and ride, so we'll see what the view looks like. I'm probably just gonna record all the way to Trinidad. Skipping the Colorado section, it's twofold. One, I've ridden it all already, so it doesn't, like, whatever, I can go ride it later on if I feel like it. And two, none of it's open yet. Like I said, it snowed in Colorado Springs 2 days ago. All the mountain passes are closed, at least for the off-road stuff. You know, they plow the main roads. Even in 2 weeks, like, they're not going to be open yet. There's no point in even trying to do the tap route through the Rockies, because I'm just going to be hitting snow. Yeah. Welcome to the Oklahoma-New Mexico border. Alright, welcome to New Mexico. Over here. Run to mom. Run to mom. There we go. Alright, get out of the way, guys. I'm not trying to start a stampede, guys. I need you to turn. 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 Thank you. Okay, I don't care where you go, but I need you to move. God. Just the dumbest hunks of on the planet. Biggest thing you gotta remember out here is leave gates the way you find them. If they're open, leave them open. If they're closed, close them behind you. Antelope. Hi guys. Speed goats. Bye guys. And they're gone. Later. There's a whole bunch of them. There's probably 30 of them. You're all over the crest of the hill. Holy crap, I am falling asleep. I was planning on stopping in Trinidad anyway, but I definitely gotta stop. I am, Trinidad's busy in the valley in front of me. And the first gas station I see, I'm stopping. I'll get gas, I don't really need it that much. I gotta get caffeine, man. I'm dying. I'm just... We're gonna get in here to town, get that stuff, take a good break. Probably just eat lunch anyway, 'cause why whatnot, and then get up to Monument. So the next time I talk to you will either be in Monument while I'm working on editing footage, or once I am on the way to Utah.